that good orange juice right there, man. It's your boy Smack, man, with my dog Dre today.
You know what it is.
This is Smack Talk, the Smack Talk podcast, featuring my dog. Y'all see we got the whole setup. Got the Drew Breezy, the Zion, Dr. Dre, Wu-Tang. You heard me, the Nas. Got the whole thing, man. So, we in the basement, man. And we wanted to switch this thing around and be able to do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went to school for communication and broadcast and digital media.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this is second nature. It became second nature to us. You know, camera work, editing, scheduling these type of interviews and documentaries, you name it. You know, this is something that we've been doing. But I had a vision of doing this 2 years ago, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it then.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I didn't have all the pieces. You know, you weren't out here at the time because you was back in Minneapolis after, you know, we had graduated and COVID.
COVID hit.
Like, COVID was wild. So I didn't know how it was really going to work. But coming into this new year of 2023, it was really like, okay, I gotta go, you know. Since I invested in the camera stuff and, you know, the mics, and, the cameras and the tripods, it's like, okay, picked up the clientele work, did highlights, you know, did stuff for free, you know, did stuff for pay, whatever. And, but people have always told me, like, when you gonna just get on the camera?
I mean, I know y'all, he was trying to be modest the whole time. You know, my dog a little nervous, man. It's cool to be cool. No, crazy, all connected. Already out the jump, all connected. See, this moment reminds me of my first Prolific. You know,
Big Papa,
whoever that is. Shout out to that. No, yeah, thought he was gonna get me. Pause. Never.
Never. Right here.
Anyways, no, son, it's okay because, bro, it's all connected. We gonna get that's a whole series. I already told him about that's a whole series, bro.
Another series.
But this reminds me of when I first did it because everybody knows you from you know, behind the scenes of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
This is you did stuff as far as your vlogs, but that's different than this. And so it reminds me of when I did Prolific, but bro, I just tell you, bro, just hey man, it's time to talk your talk, bro. Everybody been really waiting to hear something like this from you. Now, me, I kind of been doing it a little bit, but not even in this light of like real conversations of what we're going to give them as far as game of life and just our experience of life.
Exactly.
I've been on other people's show. I've created waves of sports talk and then just culturally
and your
talk.
Prolific talk.
And the Prolific conversation.
Shout out Prolific Conversation.
You know, go check it out if
everybody.
You have, you know, 2
that was
years
a part
still
of
running.
It. Rob, what's the other people?
Rob, Kiana, Kunle, Mac, and you know. Shout out to Quick, everybody that was helpful to everything, Jalen, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That was a good turnout.
Yeah.
It was a good turnout. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but no, that in itself is like, you know, you're going to get that out the jump for what you searching for. But in 2023, like I told you, you got to dominate. This is something that, bro, we gonna start. It's going to start light. It's going to start a little rough and bumpy, but it's going to pick up. Like this, everybody going to rock with this. They want that real smack. So you can't. Some moments you can't be on that.
Let me take a look.
Some moments you can't, you know, discredit our job. We got both of us doing real world corporate life.
Corporate life, not for real. Nah, seriously.
But they still want that real smack, son. That's all I want to get out.
Check this out, man. Who I am is how I'm always gonna be. I'm not changing for nothing, dog.
Really.
You know exactly. But it's more like this, dog. It's more like, you know, all phases of my life, if you want to say 4, you know, being a little boy, preteen, if you really want to count that, teenage year, now I'm in my adult years. No matter where I've been, I lived in 3 different states. I've heard a handful of people, more than a handful. If I had $1 for everybody that said, Tasha, you talk too much, you need to just be quiet, bro, I'd be rich. Like, seriously, I wouldn't even be in Minnesota. Like, I'd be rich in a mansion somewhere. I've heard it my entire life. You obnoxious, you talk too much, you da-da-da-da-da-da. But one thing about me, I'm always back it up. And that's real talk. I'm gonna always back it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid to speak. You know, my job right now consists of me opening up my mouth.
Yeah.
And you know, because I'm doing, you know, real estate and leasing and marketing. All of that come from your mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? And every time I heard somebody say that, you know, I'm born April Fool's Day, so I'm a jokester. Yeah, I talk, you know what I'm saying? But I always got work done. Yeah. But every single time I heard people put that connotation over me, you know, or try to downplay me because I talk too much or whatever, it always was one ear throughout the other. Yeah. Like, me speaking got me where I'm at right now. Obviously, God ordained all of this, but me speaking connections, you know, I was never a shy person. Like, I was always that person that went out there and went and go got it. You know what I'm saying? Sure, so it's like, this is smack talk. This is where I'm going to talk my smack. I'm going to talk real. I'm going to talk how I want. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to like it. You ain't got to like it. It is what it is.
That's what they say, son. It ain't on you. It's in you, son. Come on, man.
I like it, yeah. Because I don't wear it. Yeah. It's in me. It's in the bloodline. Like, nah, like... It really
big dog.
Hey, no little dog. And that's my whole motto. Like, people know that the big dog. Like, people see me out in the bars or whatever when I do go out. Big dog, no little dog. They know what it is, man.
Who started them doing this? Hey, I ain't seen this many L's in Marshall since we lost in 17.
For the boot. Like, you know what I'm saying? People gonna gravitate around me, but you always gonna have them haters. Like, I came here in 17, bro, with you, and you know. By week 2, the whole city knew me as Smack in pictures. Yeah, throwing up. You know, when I do this ain't an L. This ain't for Luigi. It ain't for no law. This straight Louisiana, man, throwing up that boot. Had all them boys out here doing it. So it's like, I've always had like those moments in time where I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, because it's, you could look, you like, you know, homework.
It's your influence.
It's the influence, exactly. Like, you're going to get the homework done. You're going to have, you know, you're going to get the projects done. We had practice, get that done, games, projects, whatever, graduate. But it's like the little connections you make with friends, like, in people around you. You know what I'm saying? So every time I heard, you talk too much, you too obnoxious, it doubled back with me imparting somebody. Somebody coming back and saying, I kind of like your style. Like, you...
But
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't mean to cut you off. This real game. You know, anytime somebody says that, for me, what I go to is it's either two things. It's either you afraid to be that or you want to be that, and so it's all connected. But the people you laughing, but I'm being for real. Like, whenever somebody, you know, my mantra: money, cars, clothes, and you know. Go there. Hey,
not really. But no, this is Dre today. Dre is the dude. Like, Dre is Jimmy Fly Snooker. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wake up at 7 a.m. I got Gucci on. I got Louis Vuitton on. Gucci scarf. You know, some Nike socks.
He's real retro. Only real niggas know what's this is. Only real ones know what both these are. But only real ones really, really know what I got on. Like,
AIs, you know what I mean?
Come on, son.
High top, not mids. But I do rock with the mids, by the way. I do rock with the mids. I rock with the mids. You know, I'm excited to do this, though.
No, for sure.
You know, so, like, y'all, this is really just an introduction of, like, what Smack Talk Podcast is going to be about. Like, we're going to have moments where we just laughing, clowning. We're going to have moments where we spitting real. We're going to have moments where, you know, we spitting ideas, opinions, you know what I'm saying? And y'all viewers, try not to let it affect you too much. That's on you. I might say something and it might turn your world upside down. That's on you to handle that. But this is where a show where me and my dog here and whoever we do invite on as guest speakers, well, we could just be ourselves, really. Like, this is in our own home. You know, this is our place of resting, you know, and creating ideas, business plans, you know, and trying to keep God first, you know. Just building a real relationship through brotherhood and spirituality as well. Yeah. But we're not perfect as well.
No, we're not. I'm never going to say that.
I can't. I wish. That's the only thing I'm lacking in life. It's perfection.
No,
and I'm not going to get that.
God is number one. We both come from the same similar upbringing of families and mothers raising us.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Nah, for real. So
all that.
So smack talk, man. Y'all see me? I got the Tyrant on. It's an attitude thing, and that's like I said, big dog, no little dog. I'm gonna speak even when people say we don't really, it's an attitude thing. It's out of respect too. But I'm a man of dignity. Like I got an identity, and people are afraid. Like dog, people are so afraid when you know who you is. Yeah. And you just walking in your purpose as you're figuring out your purpose. Like you might, like I don't have my life all figured out. I don't have my life all figured out. You don't have your life all figured out. But look at where we are right now. Like we can't say like we're young men right now. Play college ball. Like I was looking at the statistics again. Like 3%. Make it. D1 and D2 or D1 double if you want to count that. Just D1 and D2. Like, dog, it's a small percentage. That takes attitude, dog. Like that takes grit and to go get a scholarship. That's who we are. That's who I am. Yeah. That's what smack mean. Like, and I didn't create the name. Y'all created the name for me, and it just followed me everywhere I went. So that's the topic of the show. That's the name of the show, Smack Talk, and we're gonna talk our smack. It might be smack to you, but us, in our opinion or in our perspective, it really ain't. It's just real. But yeah, I'm excited to do this. Like I said, this has been on the back burner for like 2 years, and now in 2023, it's actually happening. This man right here, y'all probably might be wondering, who is this guy? This is Dre. Like, this is my ace. You know what I'm saying? We've been rocking since 17. I remember when I first met him when we was in the bottom sales by the RA. Yeah. And I'm like, I got a brother named Dre. He was like, yeah, my name's Dre. And I'm like, that's crazy.
But that was first workouts. That wasn't even. We first met at Jaws' office.
Jaws' office. Oh, and when we did our introduction, like where we from.
Well, yeah, we did. That was the first, yeah. But that was with everybody in the team meeting. They always had.
And all the newbies had to walk up.
Yeah. But then, yeah. That boy.
We met through college football, y'all.
That boy first day. That boy said, "I'm tired." I told Jaws, "Can I sit down?"
So our professor, his name is Joseph Julian. We call him Jaws, for short. It's the first day. It's 2017. It's like January 10th.
Yeah, something like that.
2017, like the 8th, 9th, somewhere around there. And I don't know if y'all ever walked in snow, but man, it could tire you out, And we was in shape, but hey, I just hopped off the flight. I'm going through, a couple different teammates' houses, like so I can get my housing situation set up, all my luggage, And this cat, he just come from 2 hours down the road in Minneapolis, so he good. He already moved in. He kind of know the setup. He know everything.
Yeah.
So it's our first day of class. Well, it's me getting my classes on the first day of school, and I'm walking upstairs, downstairs, in the snow, out the snow. I'm huffing and puffing like I just got done with a workout. Finally find a room to meet my professor. Yeah, he was our advisor as well as our professor, and he happened to be sitting there with him, sitting down getting his schedule ready. And I seen a chair, and I said, "Hold on, Professor, before you get started." He said, "Yeah, what can I just take a seat?" He go, "Yeah, man, go ahead and take a seat, man. Go ahead and sit down." I'm like, "Man, please." But this dude just started busting up laughing. And it's supposed to be a serious moment. We getting our classes, getting our, career plan set up. But I said, I need to take a seat.
I said, this is a country dude right here, bro. This man, first day. I'm like, yeah, them boys from the South different, boy.
Say, bro, I needed a seat. Like I'm sitting down right here. That's what I needed.
But now I'll tell you the real moment. I always bring this story up to everybody. Now everybody gonna get to know. Challenge. When anytime anybody that know me from my city, wherever, anybody know me from my city, wherever, don't ever challenge my loyalty. Because I've been real with everybody from K5 to all the way to 12th grade. Like, any level, I've been loyal to all my friends. Anytime I ain't been no friend with nobody, is because loyalty either was disrespected on their end or I was just moving at a higher pace, and you can't keep or you can't bring everybody along for the ride.
You can't bring everybody with you. It's unfortunate, but you can't.
So back to the story, though. We was at a house party, basketball team. Shout out that boy Kenny Byers. And shout out to KJ.
My dog
First
KJ.
of all, KJ. Kenny wasn't there at this time.
At this time, yeah, KJ.
Yeah, but
shout
KJ
out my dog
was there,
KJ.
But Smack, I don't know what happened. He got into. I don't know if he was mad, ready to go. I don't even know. That's besides the point. We got into like start talking outside the house. Bro was like, bro, you leave me. All I remember, he's like, bro, you leave me. I ain't gonna be cool with you. He's like, I ain't gonna be cool with you for the rest of us being here at this school.
Say, bro.
I'm like, dang, this dude's supposed to be my dog. We the first people I meet wasn't Grease, wasn't Big A, wasn't E-Man. I already knew E-Man, but E-Man wasn't even here. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't none of that. Yeah. JD wasn't even here yet either.
JD got here this summer.
So it was nobody. Mm-hmm. And so it was really just us in that group, in that DB group. Shayla was here.
Yeah, and Zoe.
And Big Vince. Big Vince. That was pretty much it. But at the time, you lived with Big Vince, and Shay was in the dorms, and I was in the dorms, and
you was at the apartment.
So yeah. But no, I was like, all right, bro. I was like, don't call no cab. I was like, hey, this was so crazy for Smack to be such a tough dude. And really I'm the guy that be on that like sometimes be like over emotional type. This dude I was like, really, bro, over this? But I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I ain't gonna leave you. And so I ended up leaving him, and we was cool. And I was like, yeah, bro, don't ever challenge my loyalty to anything. I got your back.
I'll put it like this. Like I had experienced some crazy stuff before that though.
Out there?
Like out here, remember?
Right before? That was still like
that was like our second week. Second week, third week. First week, first party, dude that said the N-word.
Oh yeah.
You know, racist, like some racist stuff.
Yeah.
And then at my JUCO, I came from California, and dude wrote a racist note on my car, and basically we went and handled that straight up. Yeah, he learned his lesson that day, and then you go 3 weeks after that, already moving to Minnesota, so I didn't really know what to expect, and then I experienced like another similar experience at the first week I was here. So I'm like, dog, this place is wild. Like, what is Marshall? Like, what is Marshall, Minnesota? So we was at the party, you know, a week after that scenario. So it's week 2 out here in Minnesota. And like we partying, like we talking to people, you know, I'm talking to people, whatever. And then I turn around, nobody there. I'm like, yo, bro, that's what happened. Bro, when I said I'm talking to folks, bro, and I turned around and looked for y'all, bro, nope, it was just vacant. Gone. So I call this dude and I'm like, bro, y'all dipped out on me, son? Like, so I need y'all to come get me. Like, yeah, but nah, I mean, I probably took it there.
You was kind of dramatic, So hey, we back in the day, we could talk about this. It was real. This a guy, so I know we want to keep it clean. No, was drunk. We party hard back then, and so it was one of them situations. I already know. I think I got a video from that night.
Yeah, we was at the Gambler, and we was at the side of, and we was like turning up out there.
Yeah,
I think I was just
like, damn, son, because I'm like, I did notice because that is before the couple times that we had went to Adam and Bauer them old house, that one house in that year. So I was like, nah, bro, we gotta stick together out here because there wasn't many real ones, especially FTC. Shout out to FTC, son. FTC. But it really wasn't that many real ones. So then I was like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna try me third week. Then you had me look like a Mark. Yeah. Man, I couldn't go for that.
Like I put it like this, like it wasn't like me like really trying Dre, like I'm about to punk this dude. Nah, but it was more so like
no, it wasn't.
It was more so like if we're gonna establish brotherhood. Because by the way, so that day when I met Dre and I asked my professor, can I take a seat before we get started? Every class together, but one. You know, and then football, obviously, you know, we DBs, he corner, I'm a safety. So we in the same lines at 4:00 in the morning, getting ready for practice, or 5:00 in the morning. You know, you go home, do your thing, classes with them. Then you got practice after that and meetings, same group. And then you go home, do your thing, and it's just a repeat. Yeah. It's just a repeat. So I'm like, all right, if I'm going to build a relationship, it got to be real. But I never told you this story. Let me tell you the story, bro. And I was actually going to save this little story for the maybe for an episode down the line. But I might as well get into it. I had a prayer, and you know he called me tough guy, but
he be on that. But he be on that.
But the thing is, it's more so like I guess I just don't. You know what, bro? You know what it is? Like I'm a like I love people. Like I love helping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not a people pleaser. I think I learned I'm not a people pleaser. But the people that are all around me, like my friends or, you know, my family that I really hold in tight, oh, we're gonna rock forever. You know what I'm saying? It should be that way. We're gonna rock forever. So my prayer was, if I go to this foreign land of Minnesota, Marshall, Minnesota, yes, it is like Marshall is cool. Like we got a nice house. You know, we had a lot of fun, and we still have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We still make new connections.
Different levels.
You know,
we had a different part of our life stuff.
Different part of our life, and you know, I could handle myself because God is bigger than all your problems and all of that. But I did pray. I said, Lord, send me 2 guys that's gonna have my back no matter what. Just 2. I normally meet more people than that, but those people fall off. It's like high school. You know what I'm saying? You had buku friends in high school, and the minute y'all walk that stage, a couple weeks go by or a month go by, you ain't talking to them folks like that. Y'all not catching up like that. It's only a few individuals, and it was like that for me. And he legit sent me 2. I got a lot of friends we can name. You know, I don't want to leave nobody out, but like we could really name a list of people that really got us like that. But when you talk about real brotherhood, Dre and Big Vince, and those been the 2 cats that I talk to every day since 17. Simple. Like I know, and I never told you that, but yeah, real talk, and that's real. That's real. So
that's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Cause, you know, really, but you feel me though, son? So these my brothers though, man.
No, it's about that, and I think. I mean, now that you shared your little transparency of the day of the show, but I share mine. I've been the emotional friend, but I'm cool with that. I'm a Gemini. That's who I am.
Been emotional friend?
What I've been through in my life. I tell people this all the time. Nobody can avoid being an emotional person, whether that emotion is tears, anger,
sadness, depression,
rage. Come on now.
Who got rage, huh? There he goes.
If you ain't got rage, you let me burn this jersey right now. And don't get mad.
Ain't nobody touching the shit.
That's what I'm saying, son. Anyway, but
DB9.
Emotional person. So but for me, it was similar to you. It's all connected. I was going through the time, and everybody know my stepfather, dear to my heart, died at 16. Yeah. When I got out here in 17, that's a different part of my life, and I was still trying to figure things out emotionally. And y'all didn't know that. I don't even think a lot of people knew my dad had passed away. I kind of probably told y'all, but going through what you got to go through, y'all wasn't prepared, and I wasn't prepared to handle it at the age. I was only 23, 22 at the time. Like, bruh, it was hard for me to handle that. And go on about life. So when we be at parties or when it might seem like we having fun and I wasn't having fun. It's just, I feel you with that. So I felt like the same. Shout out to Rod Wave, popular loner in a feeling. But see, the thing with me, it's weird, bro.
Yeah,
everybody knows. I tell people, I'm cool with being a loner in a sense. I feel like transparency with yourself and God come in simplistic moments of being in a space of isolation. It's good isolation, but then there's idle time too as well. And that's what we're trying to create in this platform for folks to understand. Don't be complacent in isolation of idle time to let the devil work on you and not let your gift shine. But in some forms, you do have to keep a perspective of being. You got to keep a perspective of being isolated from the BS. And what do you say? Shout out to Smack. Uncomplicating your life, removing things that are unnecessary to the growth of where you're trying to go. So bro, I understand being a popular loner, but I don't think it's a real negative thing. You just got to know how to balance it. Like you got to know where to be more in a lone stage and spend time and not open up to people, but as well lean on to people in other ways, because you can't do this without nobody. It took us more than almost the idea of this has been since I moved back in August. But shoot, we thought we were going to get this done in 2 days. This took almost 2 weeks to get the backdrop done, the lighting, the everything, bro. Like, it takes time. So you got to lean on people in certain areas, but at the same time, for you to create this, bro, I'm proud of you.
Appreciate
bro,
it.
Love. Like, this ain't my necessary project. I'm a part of it, but this is your dream. This is what you wanted to see yourself doing. So you had to get in the mode of not listening to the other voices, and especially the voice within inside you that tells you can't do this.
Yeah. And that's what I've been doing my whole life too, bro. It's like it's a part of me now. It's like, just go do it.
That's it. Because my thing is in the life, especially when it comes to career, ambition, and dreams, and what I tell my other partner, Hillemeyer.
Shout out Hillemeyer.
What's the downdrop to not doing it? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Nothing. You're going to fail. We all going to fail. That's the part of being great is failure.
If you ain't trying, you're failing.
That's failure.
Yeah. Not trying is failing.
But you doing it and trying to figure it out with no help, with no budget, with no setting, with no production team, with no investment. Mm-hmm. You know, shoot, we're doing this in a rural area of Minnesota. Let's get this understood. You know, like we're doing this out of the means of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like and that's good enough. Where we are is perfect. It's always the right time.
So it's the right time.
Because that's the all connected. Yeah. You are exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's why I try not to stress no more. Going into 2023, also, you know, doing this podcast stuff and all of that, but, you know, people always come up with, like, you know, a goal. Nah, forget the goals. I'm just making objectives that's going to equal up to that goal at one point. You know, you try to tackle that goal, you might not get it, and now you just grunted about it, or you feel like you can't go no more. Nah, just create objectives, just little objectives. 1% every day. 1% is an objective. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't much, but in the long run, it's a big difference.
Crazy about 1%?
It's a big difference.
I wasn't even living 1% these last 2 years before this year. Honestly, like I was not living 1%. I was saying that, putting my post up. I wasn't. I'm being real. It's me being transparent. But I really actually feel it. You see my morning routine every day.
Yeah.
Workout. We work out.
First he played the 80s.
But that's at night. No. Wait. I'm sorry. Don't speak for me. Don't speak for me. Because that's not in the morning always.
Really?
It's sometimes motivation. You know, 80s and the R&B stuff, that's me. No. That's on the down drop. That's like right now before bed.
My mama put me on that stuff. But we said, woo! That's where I wake up. Woo!
But no, the meditation for me every morning.
Yeah.
So I come home, work out, shower, and then I meditate. That's changed my perspective of just having a peaceful, like, very yogi mindset of like just being relaxed every day.
Say yogi cut?
You know.
Yogi Bear or
not like. There you go. He thought about yogi.
And I know that's your routine. No.
Yeah, sir. But no, I wasn't really living at 1%. But now, bro, I really actually.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's the little objectives, but even like I was telling you the other day about working out and how you gotta like focus in on every moment. Yeah. Like every set, every rep. Like the stuff that coaches, even bad coaches, try to preach, but they ain't living it either.
Yeah.
But the great coaches, the Sean Paytons of the world,
Tony Dungy,
the people of discipline and great, like Nick Saban, respect Nick Saban. Like it's about focusing on every moment, and that's the little objectives. And so now I feel it in the new year, 1% every day. Yeah. I live it, bro, because I don't get mad and not, like you said, people get mad if they don't hit that goal.
Yeah.
I am satisfied in the day that, okay, at least I'm closer than I was yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. I think, the way the world is now, or the way the world always been, because ain't nothing new under the sun.
No, not at all.
Instant gratification.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I might post this podcast, episode 1, and get 20 views.
Yeah.
And maybe 2 likes, and one of them might come from me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But this is part of that first step as well.
Yeah.
You had that job?
I did. I knew you were about to say that.
And when you burp and sneeze at the same time, but seriously. So like, this is like what we doing is part of that 1%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it started 2 years ago, COVID year. I'm fresh out of college. Well, not quite yet out of college until May came, but still having the thoughts like, dang, bro, I ain't have my car. You know what I'm saying? I had to switch houses unexpectedly, bro. Like,
Big A almost ran into the house.
I told him to stop. And I had got a car. I got a car for $80, something like that. $80. It was a 95 Buick. Shout out, Mr. Kev.
State Farm. Flintstone.
Bruh. Flintstone. I'm talking about feet. I ain't got no more toenails. I'm talking about feet jacked up. This car wouldn't stop if you yelled at it. If you know what I'm saying? You could put new brake pads, new rotors, new tires, new everything. Dog, car wouldn't stop. I crashed that day at work. At work,
Hey,
but it's
son.
like, nah, seriously. Well, we going that I'm gonna go in detail with that story another time. But nah, seriously, didn't have a car, didn't have nothing. COVID,
Yeah.
didn't know what this disease was.
Yeah.
If it was real, if it was a hoax. You know what I'm saying? Just
No.
a whole bunch of stuff. You know, and COVID is real, by the way.
No,
It's
it
not a
is.
hoax. It's real. But just going through that, so that was like, I guess, partially building a foundation of kind of just how I'm gonna get things going. I read a quote, buku long ago, bro, and I don't know how real it is, but I kind of made it real to me to an extent. And it's like, basically, the quote was saying, I forgot who wrote it, taking the training wheels off your mind. Note taking is good. Like, you can write down everything, but still go home and look at your notes and still be confused. But if you're like really in the moment and you're just gathering everything and it's just like really placed in your mind, and you kind of just, I wouldn't say go through the motions, but you're kind of just,
And you just opening your mind, right?
Yeah, kind of like using your mind, like what they said. We only use how many, like 10% of our mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how much comes from when that 90% that's lacking? Does that come from what? Always, taking notes, or
no?
Always,
that comes from
I
get
you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't know how real the quote is, but I read it one day and I was like, Now, if I had a big 200-page exam, I'm gonna jot some stuff down. But like things that are really personal to me and like things that I want to do in life, I might not just write them down because it's on my mind every day. What is there to write down at that point? And y'all might disagree with that, but
you're saying like it's fear. It's like it's fear.
It's kind of like
people that hold back is fear.
Yeah, so you just you over anxious maybe, and just
because it's
just let it come to your head and let it sit there.
It's the unknown. It's just like how All Connected had got started with the movie and the show we watch is Dark. You don't know your future, so you can only reflect on your past because you're scared about the future because you don't know what it looks like.
You don't know what it holds.
You don't know. Thank you. You don't know what it holds. You don't know where you're gonna be at. You don't know what type of money you're gonna have. What you're gonna be doing. Where you're gonna be living. What the world's gonna be. Who's gonna be running the government. You don't know nothing. So
exactly,
you stay in the perspective of just leaning on that 10%. Where when you live more so. Now I don't like to use the word like people be like bucket list, but you just live more freely in the sense of number one, believing in God, knowing that God is your provider. He's everything. So that you never gonna be you ain't gonna be on the ground with God. You ain't gonna be hit rock bottom. In my family, we don't use that term. You might have some hard moments, but there's never no rock bottom with God because God is always with you. So that's number one. And so number two is just you have to begin to, like you said, you gotta have the 1% mindset every day of feeling yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically, working out, eating right, going to bed.
On time sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. It
might not happen all the time.
Waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't, bro. One thing I can't stand, bro.
It's waking up in the morning.
And I'm going to come at anybody. I don't care how you feel about it. You ain't no real hustler. You ain't no nothing. You ain't getting no type of money if you ain't waking up anymore before even 9 o'clock. I used to say 10. But I'm saying it because I was the person. And shout out to my uncle, 8 to 80. Like he used to get on me all the time when I first graduated and moved back to the crib. I'd be sleeping at my mom's house, my grandma's house till 11 in the morning. Like no perspective.
Yeah,
you feel me? Just
I did it
thinking that it was gonna come to me.
Yeah,
but bro, you can't achieve nothing. We know that now. Yeah, shoot, we be going from lunch at noon. Like, bro, it feel like it's already 4 o'clock.
Or even just our college experience, because you went through the JUCO route.
Yeah.
That all of those experiences kind of like it really made us.
Yeah,
and we're still recreating ourselves.
No, for sure. That too,
and we're still recreating ourselves, which is going to create our future as well. Because we're not going to let nothing hold us back. Because strengths are good, but don't just don't live a training wheel life. I guess that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? No, go out there and get it. Taking a step. Me coming out here, it's not foreign to me anymore, but it's still I guess kind of it really is still considered foreign land. Like just taking that step, you know what I'm saying? And working for it. Because ain't nothing gonna come to you. Because I took 2 years off after I graduated high school. I couldn't get right into playing college ball. Like I tried, and it just didn't work at the time because the timing wasn't right. And if I would have stayed with that mindset, like, yep, it ain't gonna happen. we would not be here having this conversation.
Yeah.
We would not have a house to ourselves where we could, like we doing all right, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's to just
we
be
doing
grateful
all right.
for.
Grateful.
The gratitude, bro. That's another thing. Whenever you have a
Gratitude.
strong gratitude spirit, then everything else don't be in perspective. And I got to tell myself that all the time because I don't like people to get this misconstrued. Before we close out the show, because I know we've been got lots of time. I don't want people to ever get the perspective of like I'm about money. Yes, I need money to thrive. You do need money to live in this world, and I do want a lot of money to make impact and change my perspective of my family life, and my loved ones' life, and the people who are in my life.
Yeah.
Being able to take care of my kids and my wife one day. But money does not run, Dre. I'm not a person. I'm not any of my friends out there. I'm not people that if I don't have it, it ain't gonna change me. I'm not gonna lose my mind over it. Like where I don't worship money, bro. I don't.
But what you used to say is in your.
I used to say
no. I'm playing. Nah, Dre Green. It's in my name.
Oh, it is in my name. I am Money Man Dre. That's what. Shout out to Q. That's what Q used to call me, bro. But that's real because I am about it. Because at the same time, you do need it, and what you trying to do, and having a lot of money gives you power to make things like that.
What we doing right now took money.
Yes,
this laptop, our phones.
But just imagine if we had literally, if somebody gave us even a loan, and I'm speaking this in the atmosphere, not even a loan, a grant. I use the word grant because a grant ain't no back.
Yeah.
So a grant, or somebody just wanted to invest in Smack Talk, just like they did for Wallow and Gilly.
Yeah.
Barstool, and they want to give us. I start off with $300,000. Imagine where our show and where our social media would be right now.
No, it would be.
Thank you.
And
of what we know now compared to what we knew then.
Oh, definitely. And just knowing this technology and how to work these cameras and stuff, it go a long way.
Thank you.
And like my camera's a great camera. Boy, if I had a today camera with a 100+ millimeter lens, what? Oh yeah, I'd be off the chain. But yeah, money. Yeah, we need that green
for sure.
Dre Green.
You know it, son.
But I'm excited to keep on doing this though, y'all. Like this is big. You know what I'm saying? It's a partial dream come true. Back to the objective thing. It's just a small objective. This is just chipping at the wood a little bit. We got a lot of chipping to do, and we ain't nowhere near done.
No,
this ain't the finished product by no means. Like, and the show might even be a little set up differently next time.
Yeah,
we gonna chop this up and we gonna look at it and be like, okay, we could have did this different, this lighting, whatever the case may be. And that's what it's about, just growth, right?
Son? It's growth. That's it. It's growth. Daily grind. That's it. That's all I look forward to. There ain't nothing else to be focused. Like, yeah, we got the dreams, we got what we want to do, but the objectives of the daily grind. What I got to do tomorrow. What I got to do this. Like, I ain't gonna get into it, bro. We got a hell of a week this week. Like what I got on my plate.
I know you got a long week. What's your week looking like, dog?
First of all, it's Super Bowl week, so we got
Super Bowl week. But I don't care. The Saints ain't it.
We got a big week, bro. Just work all week. Then we got the game Friday night broadcast.
Oh yeah.
Then we got Hawaiian night weekend.
So I'm
friends back in town. So we gonna, I'm not gonna give that away. We don't even got to speak on that. What else I got? Oh, I got winter open house on Saturday.
So you got
I got a lot of stuff. And
Super Bowl, talked to a lot of kids being
my brother in the Super Bowl. So it's a lot this week, man. We gonna, it's like getting that stuff done so we can get to the Super Bowl. That's my whole thing. I just want to make sure everything is right so I can enjoy watching the Super Bowl Sunday. But it's a long week. But then it doesn't get then the following week is another long work week, and then by the beginning of March, it start travel season for me. So
definitely for you, yeah.
So then it's like it's heavy, but it starts with tomorrow morning working out.
Tomorrow morning,
and that's it. That's where we end it, son.
Well, really, the next hour.
Where
your mind gonna go?
A little bit of homework.
You know what I'm saying?
Washing clothes.
The next hour, yeah. Seriously, I gotta wash some clothes too. But yeah, man, we got it's a lot that we got coming up. And so wait, we really commentating this Friday?
Yeah, son. Hawaiian night weekend.
We commentating. Night. Well, I'm commentating my first game. This gonna be what, your second or third? Second game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, son. So getting ready. It's a big week, man. But appreciate son, bringing me on as a co-host.
Oh yeah, you. Dre gonna be a part of this show, y'all. Like he gonna be right here in this seat every single time. And until he like, I can't do this no more.
For sure.
Nah, that's my brother, y'all. So, man, y'all got it, man. Smack Talk Podcast is where we at. We at the circle with it. You heard me? The circle. And that's where we at.
Go run them numbers up. Like, comment,
run them numbers up, man. We at the circle. Run them up.
Go follow both our Instagrams and both of our media Instagrams. And you got to like and subscribe to Smack's page.
And, man, hey, look, so y'all check us out. Smack Talk Podcast. You heard me? Y'all stay tuned. Episode 2 is on the way. Rock with us, man. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and rock with us, y'all. Stay tuned, all right? We're going to be right back. Episode 2 on the way, all right?
1.